Yo guys, what is up? Real Gamers here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on Halo 5, the Master Chief Spartan Locke epic mashup game. Now, this game so far has been amazing. I actually ended up waking up at around 4 o'clock in the morning and started playing this and got through a couple campaign missions and played some Warzone and some Arena. And I can already tell you guys, if you were interested in getting this game but weren't too sure, kind of on the fence, I would recommend it. It's solid 1080p 60 FPS glory. It's really fun. It really connects the Halo universe so much more. The campaign is freaking awesome. I just actually played another 6 missions when I got home, and they were awesome. I can't even get over how great the campaign is, and the multiplayer is pretty solid. I do dislike the fact that if you go over to multiplayer, there is no Forge, and the campaign does not support local co-op, which really sucks. Halo has been that game where you go over to a friend's house, you're like, dude, let's play some campaign on legendary mode, fire up, and that used to be a huge thing, and they took that out of the game. They felt it would take away from the experience, and I think that's kind of bullcrap. I think they should have added that back in, but there's online 4-player co-op, which is really nice and cool, but still that local co-op not being in the game, and also local multiplayer not being in the game, really sucks about this game. But other than that, I mean, Halo 5 is a solid game. The launch has been great for me. I haven't had any problems with the game so far, unlike the Master Chief Collection, which we all know really sucked butt. That game launch was just horrendous, just horrible. But this game so far loaded it up, and it's just smooth as butter, and I'm loving it. So I'm actually gonna hop in a multiplayer game and kind of show you what it is. First, I'll do a little overview. Warzone is kind of like a new game mode they're introducing in Halo 5, which is like this kind of like a conquest mode where you spawn in and you fight not only an enemy team of 12 players, it's red versus blue, but you also fight the Prometheans and the Forerunners, and you also fight the Covenant, and you get like assigned like these bosses that you can fight over, and then not only are you fighting the enemies like the Covenant and the Forerunner, but you're also fighting the enemy team, so it's like this battle on who's gonna kill the most monsters or whatever, and it's really fun. And they also included this new rec system, which is kind of like a pack opening system, like similar to advanced supply drops in Advanced Warfare, excuse me, and like FIFA packs and FUT packs and MUT packs and all those kind of things. They introduced those, and those are kind of like microtransactions that you can buy them, and they're supposed to increase your availability to access better weapons and vehicles and other stuff like that. So essentially, you can earn rec points through the game by just playing, and then you can buy better weapons or vehicles in the game at rec stations. And then you can use those vehicles in the match, or weapons in the match, or perks, and you can use them towards your advantage. But other people will have rec too, so they can easily spawn in their own Scorpion or their own Mantis and just shoot at you and kill you. So it's a really fun game type. It's a lot of clashing between the two sides, red versus blue, the Prometheans and the Forerunners and the Covenant. It's an epic clash, and it's really fun to do. I played it 2 matches this morning, and I loved it. So if you're interested in Warzone, definitely go check it out. Alright, now on to the Arena. Now, Arena is more of the classic multiplayer that you used to Halo. They got Team Arena, which is a mixed amount of modes on Halo 5, and it's kind of like, it's pretty much Team Slayer, just mixed with different maps and modes. Slayer is just classic Slayer. Breakout is kind of like this new thing where you have 1 life per round, and you fight on a series of rounds, and it's like an elimination, kind of like a search and destroy kind of a thing, where there's an objective and the enemy team only has 1 life and you only have 1 life, and you have to battle out and see who wins at the end. And then there's free for all, which is just you join the match, it's just you gotta kill everyone else and see who wins with the most kills. And then SWAT's a classic where you go for the headshots, a lot of fun. SWAT's probably one of my favorite playlists of all time on Halo series. So now custom games are like, you can set up your own private match with your buddies, play around, but guys, they don't have Forge yet. So they launched the game without Forge because they didn't want it to have a bad launch, I think, and Forge could have caused a lot of problems. So they kept Forge out, and they will be adding that soon. But that's fine for me. I'd rather have a smooth launch than have all of the things inside the game right away and have it really laggy and not work. So I think they kind of did something smart here. I mean, they could have waited just to release Halo 5 in general, but overall, I think they're doing the smart thing. So, yeah, there's custom games, and then there's also community. You can see the message of the day, the Halo channel, and an Xbox Live Gold trial. So, I'm going to play some Arena, and we'll do some, Team Arena, because that's always fun. So, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, this game, I'd give it a solid 7. It's not amazing. It's not, 10 out of 10, because there's some problems I've been having, like the animations of characters, like the Covenant. I'll be playing campaign, and they'll be really like laggy, like their arm movements will just look super bad, not fluid at all. Like the 60 FPS just drops dramatically for some reason. But I don't think it's really the frame rate of the entire game around me. It's just like certain things in the environment will stop like fluidly moving, which is really strange, but that happens. And also patches of grass and rock will actually be floating off the ground, which looks a little mysterious. I don't know if that's my Xbox or my screen or whatever, but it's really glitchy looking, and it looks pretty ratchet. So I don't know if that's my Xbox or if everyone else is going to be experiencing that problem, but yeah. So as you guys can see, I'm actually rocking my new assault weapon skin on my assault rifle. Now this is the exact assault rifle skin I taught you guys how to get yesterday, in an exclusive skin that you can unlock online. Now if you guys want to unlock this skin, go down in the description and click on the link to unlock this awesome assault rifle skin. Now we'll see here. I think this is like a grab lift. Oh god. The pistol is great in this game. They buffed it just like the old Halos, and it's now a really kick-ass weapon. Oh shit. So yeah, it's they buffed the pistol, which is really nice. It's now it's pretty much your primary. I always rock the pistol, never really the assault rifle, because the pistol can just pick people off from a pretty good distance, and it does pretty high damage output. So as you can see here, and the controls are changed now, so you can aim down sights like Call of Duty. Now they're first-person shooter games, and it's kind of an interesting feature they added. Halo has always been the game where you have to click on the stick to view. Not anymore. You can actually aim down sights with left trigger, which is really interesting. So there's the assault rifle aim down sights, and then this is the pistol one. And now all the guns in the game so far I've picked up actually feature this ability, so that's actually really cool. Now there's a new sprinting ability where you can just kind of sprint around, and then you also can press B while sprinting, and you do like this kind of burst, and that actually can hit people and do some seriously high damage outputs. So it's really a good move to do that. Now you also can like slide by clicking in the right stick, which is like that, and then you can boost again, do some really sweet parkour moves. Now there's also grappling ledges, so if there's a ledge that you want to get to and it's too high, you can just jump up to it, press A. That wasn't a good example. Let's see if I can find a better example for grappling. So you want to go over here and press A, and see I can just grapple that ledge. So that's a new feature they added in this game, which is really cool. That makes it look really appealing. Ooh, rocket launcher power weapon's about to spawn in. Better get this puppy. Alright, so yeah, they added the rocket launcher. It's not like the traditional rocket launcher in the past Halos, the old gray one with the tubes, and this looks a little newer. It's kind of cool. I actually like the change. I think it's good that they're changing the universe up a little bit, not having the same weapon skins on all of the Halos. So it's good that they're changing. It really adds a good new feel to the game. So that's been nice of them changing some weapons around. Another thing I've noticed in this game is that the online multiplayer is pretty interesting, because there's not like weapons that are like around the map like normally. A lot of the weapons in this game are actually, they spawn on these like little platforms like you can see right here, and you can actually see the weapon like floating in a circle, and then after that timer runs out you can actually pick up that weapon, and it's free game for both sides of the team, both sides blue and red. So it's an interesting little system they did. And then a lot of the teleporters and grav lifts, this is actually a grav lift right here. I thought it was actually a teleporter for a second. They reskinned pretty much everything, so all of those grav lifts and man cannons, they all look really different. So it's kind of cool that they did that, because it adds good variety to the game. And the sniper is pretty sweet optics. Let's see if I can quick scope someone. Oh, that was a fail. Yeah, so the multiplayer is pretty competitive. I think this game has a lot of possibility for MLG players who are trying to get into the Halo game. It's definitely a new feel though for Halo. Like if you're an old classic Halo fan and you're playing Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, well not really Halo 4, but the first 3 Halos, Those are totally different when it comes to multiplayer than these games. These games have a lot more abilities now, like ground pound and all these different things, and they really add a lot of variety to the multiplayer. So it's going to be a definitely good learning curve for a lot of people, but it will be interesting to see what happens. I think people are going to adapt really well, and since the game is actually teen, not rated M for mature, which is a huge jump, you know, in Halo, it's kind of future because now they can have a younger audience join. They'll start experiencing some new players, you know, getting Halo 5 because their parents, you know, oh no, you can't get Halo because it's an M-rated game. Well, not anymore because it's a teen game now. So the younger generation can hop on and play and kind of learn the new ways of Halo and kind of get introduced to the Halo universe, which I'm totally fine because I don't think the Halo universe should be limited just to older people and people who, you know, maybe if you haven't played the last 4 Halos or the ODST, you know, you can still experience Halo 5 and then experience the Halo universe like it's never been seen before, which is really cool, and I really like Halo 5. I think it's a great game. Yeah, so I totally recommend getting it, guys. Now, if you guys like today's video and kind of the overview of Halo 5, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, guys, I'm going to say something really quick. If you guys are looking for a Spartan company to join, which is pretty much a clan in Halo 5 and across all Halos, you can go ahead and go down in the description. You can find my own Spartan company called Radical Spartans. We already have our own custom t-shirts and a bunch of other stuff. So if you guys are interested in joining Radical Spartans, just leave your gamer tag down in the comment section below. If not, you can click on the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in a later video.